Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts and toy collectors? This is Starscream 1988, and today I'm going to bring you a quick look at the Matchbox MBX Matchbox City Batmobile. And this is pretty cool. This is, again, the first time the Matchbox makes a Batmobile for the Mattel line. Obviously, Mattel is the primary owner of this company, but for those of you that didn't know, this is actually an English company back from England. As you can see, they're 60 years old this year, which is pretty cool. So happy birthday, Matchbox. That's pretty cool. You've come a long way. But yeah, Lensley Toy Products is what used to make these, and then a company called Universal bought them, and they owned them for a few years. And then towards the end, Tyco was the primary owner until Tyco was absorbed by Mattel, and so obviously now it's just Mattel toys. But yeah, so same people that make the Hot Wheels line, which is pretty cool. So now they own the two biggest die-cast vehicles in the world. The only thing left out there is Johnny Lightning, some Corgis are still made, and probably some other brands here and there. But yeah, so there you go. Quick little history on where Matchbox came from. Oh, the name Matchbox actually, for those of you that are smokers or whatever, if you ever go to a bar or whatever, if you buy them at a Home Depot, matchboxes for your matches is what these cars used to actually be able to fit in. So that's why they got the name Matchbox, because they were that size, which is pretty cool. The back of the package here, for those of you that may want to read it, there you go. And this is car number 10 of 120. And as always, Matchbox maybe makes half of the line that Hot Wheels usually does. Hot Wheels always does over 200 cars for every year. Matchbox does half of that. For the longest, they were only doing 100, so they've upped it up to now an extra 20, which is pretty cool. But Hot Wheels this year is doing, what, 247, I believe, for the 2013 line. So there you go. So they will always make more. But again, that's because the Hot Wheels line is the bigger of the two lines. So a little bit more detail, I think, personally, in my opinion, for Matchbox. So I will always be a Hot Wheels collector, or fan, I should say. But I will give it up to Matchbox. They always have a little bit better detail on some of the same vehicles and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So again, this is the new Batmobile, which is pretty nice. It's a new color. It is pretty sweet. I like this a lot. Now, the first time I actually purchased this was sometime during the summer of this same year, 2012. And I guess this actually came out last year, towards the end of 2011, I guess, I'm assuming, or the beginning of 2012. But, you know, it's a solid blue one. I didn't really like it that much. I wasn't feeling it. But I really like this one a lot. Now, would Batman really drive something this flashy? Probably not, but it is what it is. I still like it. I love red. It's my favorite color. But then I think gray is an awesome color. Black is awesome. And it's just a great combo, as you can see, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to give you a quick comparison here. This is the first version of the Batmobile. So as you can see, a very dark navy color there. Same exact rims. And it's the same portrait. All they were able to do was they kind of made it look like it's driving a little faster here or whatever, and this is a little bit kind of coming out more, so hopefully you can kind of notice that. But it's still the same. Obviously, it's computer generated, so all they have to do is just change the colors a little bit and whatever not. So the rims here are a little bit more stagnant. Here it looks like it's revving up more, and they kind of gave it a little kind of like, I guess there's kind of smoke coming from the back, or maybe dust or whatever. Other than that, it's the exact same package. As you can see, it has the cut here. It's, you know, for ages 3 and up, as you can see there in the corners. And other than, yes, it's the 60th anniversary. That's the only thing that they added. Back wise, they actually give you a little bit more info on the blue one if you hadn't seen this before. And this is car number 25 of 120 back then. So again, last year, this year, 120 cars, which is pretty cool. And those are all the cars that came out and stuff like that. So, but yep. So that's that. So actually, now that you've seen them in package, let's put that to the side and see them loose. And so here it is loose. Pretty nice car again. I definitely love the detail more on this. Again, I just like the colors a lot more. If you look at this right here, it almost looks black, but in actuality, this red clear plastic here is just going all the way through. So again, I know it's kind of tough, but the inside of that is clear. It's part of this plastic, so it's one big piece that goes all the way to the front. In terms of detail, it's pretty cool. They painted the face here, or whatever you want to call that, the battering ram, you know, front of the car, whatever. But they painted it black. They kept that gray here, put that black, so it gives a really nice look. And in comparison, we'll bring this bad boy out. This is just a solid color, as you can see. So it's nice anyway. I mean, again, it grew on me. This has the clear blue plastic that goes all the way through, so it makes this look, I guess, a little bit more boring. So yeah, this is clear, believe it or not, these 6 dots. Again, this is a turbine vehicle, so I would assume there's really no engine in there, or there might be some sort of engine. Who knows? Maybe it's electrical. maybe Batman's gone into the hybrid. But again, you know, having a turbine is not very environmentally friendly. So, but yeah. So they kept the same rims, as you can see, which is pretty cool. I do like the red. I think that makes it very unique. All my other Batmobiles from the Hot Wheels line, none of them have red rims. They're always silver or black or whatever. So that's pretty cool. One thing that they didn't add to this, which I love, is I always did complain about having the trademark there on that wing. Of course, you don't see that in the package because all Matchbox are always facing this way, just like I just showed you previously. Hot Wheels are always this way, so that would have bothered me. I guess you can try to erase that or paint over it. It's not that big of a deal, but I guess I'm making it a big deal. On the new one, they did not add that, which is really cool. So I'm glad that they didn't put the trademark there on the wing. So it's not on either side. But yeah, it's really nice. Again, them together, yes, it's the same vehicle, but it just seems to have more detail because there's more colors popping. Again, Batman would probably never really drive this. Yeah, you have a better chance of him driving this than this one, but it is what it is. Now, if you are a customizer like my man, Mr. Sensitivity, you could probably, as I had said before in my previous video when I showed this, you could probably, you know, you could undo this, take this whole section here and move it over. Now, the only reason I would suggest that is I had always said before on the first time that I reviewed this vehicle, because obviously this is new, so I'm reviewing this today, but you could do like an orange yellow customization here, so hopefully you can make it look like the turbine's actually firing. You could probably, you know, paint these like yellow so they look like brake lights or hazard lights or whatever. So that would probably look a little bit more realistic on this side here, as it would be one solid piece, and then you can customize it, which would be pretty nice. Again, the only thing that would kill it is the fact that because this is red, and then the window's red, putting the gray here, it probably wouldn't pop as well. But who knows? Maybe Mr. Sensitivity could eventually, if I don't know if he collects these, but if he ever did, he could try that himself and he could show that off on his channel, which would be pretty cool. But again, I think customization on this would be really nice. I'll probably try it someday. You could do it on this. I'm not saying you can't, but because it's red, I think I like this. Don't get me wrong, guys. I like this a lot, but I just think it clashes if you're going to customize it and you try to start putting a lot of color there. Then at that point, it'd probably look too weird. But whatever. That would be up to you. So again, last look on these guys. All right. The bottom of them. There you go. Cool. And that is basically it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching my toy reviews, whether they're Power Rangers, Transformers, my toy hauls, which I always appreciate. Thank you for entering contests that I've done in the past few weeks and whatever not. There will be more coming. Please rate, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You guys take care. Peace. See you guys later.